LeBron James to Clippers? Tyronn Lue responds to Lakers rumors this offseason. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James once again sent shockwaves through the basketball world, this time with nothing more than a photo. James, entering his 23rd NBA season, posted an image of himself working out in front of a Los Angeles Clippers logo. At first glance, it looked like a subtle jab at his current team, maybe even a hint at a future move. But as it turns out, the picture was taken at Playa Vista, which was once the Clippers' official practice facility. Today, the location is often used by Clutch Sports Group clients, LeBron included, during the off-season. Still, the internet did what the internet always does, it ran wild with speculation. Fans and media members alike began wondering, is LeBron James actually thinking about joining the Clippers? Could he really leave the Lakers for their in-city rivals? What fueled the fire even more was the caption James wrote under the photo. He said, "Say whatever you want, but you damn sure won't be able to say I didn't put in the work. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Man, F this shush." For a player as calculated and media-savvy as LeBron, every word carries meaning. And this cryptic statement only added to the mystery about his future. Now, when asked about it, Clippers head coach Tyronn Lue, who, of course, has a long and successful history with LeBron from their Cleveland Cavaliers championship days, was put on the spot. Lue appeared on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, and Sharpe wasted no time bringing up the photo. Lue's response? Pretty cautious. He laughed it off at first and said, "Yeah, I saw that. I don't even know if I can even speak on that. He's working out at our old practice facility. I can't say nothing about that." In other words, Lue wasn't going to take the bait. He knows how headlines work, and he wasn't about to be the coach linked to openly recruiting LeBron James while he's still under contract with the Lakers. But Sharpe didn't stop there. He pressed Lue about the possibility of James returning to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the franchise where he and LeBron famously came back from a 3-1 finals deficit to win the 2016 NBA championship, the first in Cavaliers history. Lue's response was again careful. He said, "Going back to Cleveland? I don't know." He admitted that it's hard to predict LeBron's next move, but ultimately he believes James will most likely finish his career with the Lakers. That said, Lue also admitted he was surprised that the Lakers did not offer LeBron an extension this past off-season. James is entering the 2025-26 season on an expiring contract, and unlike in years past, the Lakers chose not to tack on another year or two. From Lue's perspective, that was unexpected, though he also acknowledged the team might have its reasons. And this brings us to the bigger picture. Are the Lakers already planning for life after LeBron James? According to ESPN insiders Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne, the answer is yes. They've reported that inside the Lakers front office, there is already a recognition that LeBron's time as the face of the franchise is nearing its end. Sources say the organization is preparing for his eventual departure in 2026, and they are looking further down the road at superstar targets like Nikola Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2027. Interestingly, those same insiders revealed that it was actually Rich Paul, LeBron's longtime agent and CEO of Clutch Sports, who had to inform the Lakers that James intended to pick up the final year of his contract. The reason? The Lakers weren't having any real conversations about extending him, as they had done twice before during his tenure in Los Angeles. That, in itself, sent a clear message. The Lakers essentially drew a line in the sand, making it obvious that while they value LeBron, they are not committing to him beyond this season. It was the first time in his Lakers career that the team set a visible end date on his time as their centerpiece. One report put it this way: the Lakers had already made their statement by not offering James a contract beyond this season. It was abundantly clear that the 21-time All-Star's time as the face of the Lakers had, for the first time, a planned end date, even if James' NBA career itself did not. So the expectation, as things stand now, is that LeBron will play out the 2025-26 season, and then the Lakers will shift their focus. Luka Doncic has even been mentioned as a possible next face of the franchise, with the phrasing being spring 2026. Luka Doncic in, LeBron James out. Of course, whether this upcoming season ends up being LeBron's final season in the NBA depends entirely on him. At 40 years old, he's still performing at an incredible level, breaking records, and redefining what longevity looks like in professional basketball. But the question is no longer just about what he's capable of physically, it's also about what he wants for the twilight of his career and whether that ending will happen in Los Angeles, Cleveland, or perhaps, in the wildest scenario, with the Clippers. Amid all this speculation, Hall of Famer Charles Barkley weighed in, urging LeBron to start thinking seriously about his post-Lakers chapter. Barkley's point was simple: whether LeBron chooses to keep playing or hang it up, it's time for him to prepare for what's next. So, as we look ahead to the 2025-26 NBA season, the storylines surrounding LeBron James aren't just about whether he can still dominate on the court. They are about legacy, endings, and the possibility of one last surprising twist. Will he finish his career with the Lakers? Will he go back to Cleveland for one final run? Or, though it still feels unlikely, could we actually see him suit up for the Clippers, the team across the hall at Crypto.com Arena? For now, the only thing that's clear is that speculation isn't going away anytime soon, and LeBron James, as he's always done, remains right at the center of the basketball conversation.